Hello, welcome back to my channel. This was an unplanned video. I did not have this on my list for videos. We are doing a lot of projects at the moment, as you guys probably know if you've been watching me for any length of time lately. We have a lot of things going on. And today we're gonna be working on some stuff to get ready for winter. We live in Maine, and getting our property ready for winter is super duper important. And we always have kind of an abundance of things to get done before the snow flies. It's October right now, so it's early October, and we're already kind of starting, making plans. So I thought I would bring you guys along over the next few days of doing this. It's probably not all gonna get done today, but we have a laundry list of things to do. The first is going to be working on our coupe. So we are revamping our coupe. We are recovering it in new hardware cloth for the fall and winter this year. We've had kind of a rat problem, and we're trying really hard to keep them out of it and to deter them from wanting to come in our house and wanting to be in our garage. They're kind of crazy and everywhere, so rewrapping the coupe with something that they can't get through is kind of essential. We're also going to be replacing the roof on the coupe, or on the run I should say, and make it angled so that when it does get snow on it, it's just coming right off of there instead of settling. And same thing with the rain, it's not settling on the top, which is a problem at the moment. We're also going to get that play area picked up, and also my goal is to also get my garden kind of ripped out and the fencing out and everything. We also have the front garden I gotta rip out, which is getting wildly overgrown and just looks terrible. So yeah, there's a lot of things going on. We are starting with the coupe, so I am bringing you along for that. And please enjoy all of our projects that are never ending. Okay, little jump from the outside projects. So I'm going to bring you guys through my process for switching out clothes for the fall and winter season. It's been getting really cold here, and I'm finding that a lot of Teddy's clothes are just not cutting it for the temperature. So I have here the bin. This is all fall and winter for this year. A lot of it was gifted to us by people who, instead of sending to consignment, thought maybe we could use it. So my plan is that I'm gonna first go through these drawers here. I'm gonna take out all the summer stuff. I am gonna keep some t-shirts around just to put underneath things, but a lot of this is gonna come out. I'm gonna take out summer pajamas and summer shirts and shorts. These are from Little & Co., which is Lauren Conrad's brand. I love these so much. Honestly, these are 24-month, and they were kind of big on him. I'm wondering if I can keep these around for the spring. Honestly, some of this stuff may still fit him next year, depending on if he goes through like a huge growth spurt or not. But these little rompers, this one's so cute too, it's like color blocked. They kind of ran a little big, so I'm gonna keep him around for the time being, because he is turning 2 in December, so he'll be 24 months in December, and by the spring he'll only be a few months older than that, so he may still be fitting into 24 months. We will see. We've got some winter stuff already in here. His little fleece, I'm just gonna put that over here. I've got a little flannel that I bought him already, and then we've got jeans. These jeans are 18-month from Old Navy, but they still do fit him at the moment, so I am going to keep them around just to have an extra pair. These are new. These were from Wonder Nation. He's got 2 pairs of these jeans. And then these pants are Cat and Jack, and they're 18-month, but they are huge. I bought these last fall, and they're still too big on him. So I think they're mismarked. Like, they do say 18-month, but I think that's wrong because they're huge on him. We've got a ton of pairs of shorts. I'm pretty confident we're not going to be wearing shorts again, so I am going to be putting all of these to the side. Again, we're not going to necessarily get rid of them because shorts like this, you know, they were slightly big on him this year, so we might be able to get away with 2 years. So that will save money, not having to buy him all new stuff. The thing I've learned with kids' clothes is you end up on a rotation of like 4 different outfits. All right, I'm gonna go to drawer number 2 now. Oh, this one's full. Okay, I'm gonna start with pajamas. I am gonna just pull out all of the ones he is actively wearing. We have incorporated all of the fall and winter PJs already. The nights have been pretty cool for a while, so he's needed these. And then any of the sets, like these have pants, but the tops that come with it are short sleeve. So I am gonna retire them just because the short sleeve just doesn't really make sense at this point because it is chilly at night. Oh, I loved these. These were his little 4th of July ones. They have like Mickey and Minnie in like this cool retro pastel tone, and they had like different like hot dogs and popsicles and 4th of July stuff all over them. They're just so cute. All right, moving right along into t-shirts. This is the big one. He just has so many, and they all pretty much fit him still, but we don't need this many. So I'm basically gonna go through. I'm gonna pick out the ones that he really likes the most, because he definitely has favorites at this point, and I'm gonna put those to the side, and I'm gonna also put anything like just basic solid color to the side. But these can be worn underneath sweatshirts and stuff, and our house in the winter is warm because of our wood stove. And when I say warm, I mean warm. So I don't want to like get rid of all the short sleeve shirts. Some of these too are more like tank top style. This one's inside out. And these we definitely will be getting rid of. And then of course I set aside anything that's like sentimental. So if it's shirts that we were given by people like as gifts, like this one right here, San Antonio, although this one is big, so we're gonna keep it anyway. But this one my mom got for him in Texas, so I wouldn't get rid of that. This one is Slinky Dog. He does like that one. So we are cleaned out for shirts. I literally kept this little stack here, which looks like a lot, but believe me, compared to what we just went through, this is not that much shirts. I also have 2 long sleeves for winter that were already purchased. My grandmother got them for him, and they're just little simple Henley button up little shirts. They're like a waffle knit. All right, last but not least in here are his bathing suits. These ran big on him this year, and I think we'll end up using them next year. This one does have some like staining from chalk on it, but no biggie. And then he had some of these little swim shirts. Again, I'm just gonna keep him around. This swimsuit definitely will not fit him next year. This one was already getting too small. Everything else ran kind of big on him. We've got 4 swim shirts, and then we've got 2 pairs of swim trunks, and I know we also have 1 more pair of swim trunks in this bin for next summer, so I think we will be set with that. This is all like potentially could wear next year clothes for the most part. I bought him a bunch of clothes last fall, and honestly some of it still fits him like now, so I feel like he's in a stage where he's fitting into clothes a lot longer than he used to. Like, they do plateau after a while. They stop growing as quickly after they're out of the infant stage, and so we may be able to get more stretch out of these clothes, and I'm good with that because a lot of it I really love, and I'm sad to see it go. We're gonna now crack into this bin. So we've got, first thing, these little sweatpants. These are from last year. They're the Easy Peasy brand, and they still fit him. They are a size 18-month, and they're really stretchy, and they fit him great, so I've kept them around, and I have an orange pair too. Okay, we've got a stack of holiday shirts here. These are Christmas. I don't think we're gonna take the Christmas stuff out yet. So I think I'll leave the Christmas stuff in here until we get closer, and then just take out the Halloween right now. We've got this little sweater, got him this last year. All right, I'm gonna go through this bin, and I'm gonna come back once I have everything kind of figured out, because there's a lot in here and this is already way too long. So I will return once I have everything organized and in the bureau, and I will show you. First drawer here, nice and organized for the moment. So we've got all the pajamas over here. These are sets, and then in the back we have the footy pajamas, and then we've got fleece, and then this front one is fleece also. And there are more in the wash, so I did make sure there was room to add to this. And then over here we've got long sleeve. Over here, these 2 rows are t-shirts. Far over here on this side, we've got little flannels and button-up shirts. And then the second drawer down, I've got sweatpants here. I did take a couple of pairs out because we had a lot going on with these, and I found more in the bin, so we didn't need some of the older ones. So sweatpants, and then regular jeans, and then in the back I've got some dress pants, and then also on this side in the back we've got some insulated, like fleece lined jeans that'll be good for when the snow flies. Next to that we've got his sweatshirts. Next to that we've got long, like one-piece outfits, so they're kind of like jumpsuit style outfits, and we have 3 of those. And then finally some dress shirts. There are 2, probably for Christmas and Thanksgiving. So that is that drawer. Then over here we have his outerwear, so a lot of this is going to go downstairs once we get the entryway kind of cleaned up and ready for winter. So we've got his quarter zips. This one he wears all the time. This one and this one we just pulled out of storage. They're a little bit bigger than this first one. And then he's got another one that he's wearing today from LL Bean. And then we've got his Columbia fleece suit. He had another suit like this last year, and he wore it constantly. Like, it was just the go-to to put him in, especially when we're going somewhere. It's thinner, so he can go in the car seat wearing it. This was brand new given to us. I mean, like, I don't think it's ever been worn. It is so nice. And then we've got his snow pants. Again, these were given to us, and they are brand spanking new. I don't think they've ever been worn before. So that was great to not have to buy snow pants. And then finally, this is his Carhartt jacket that I got him last year that I completely forgot about until I just unpacked it. And it is all like quilted on the inside. It's thick, like it is stiff. And again, it's pretty much brand new. So that will be his late fall and winter coat. And then we'll also probably get him one other like snow coat, like snowstorm coat. Does that make sense? That goes with the snow pants. This is really thick, but moisture wise, I'm just not sure. I'd like to have something a little more waterproof, although I do feel like Carhartt jackets are pretty waterproof, but I am gonna get him probably one other winter jacket to have. But we are in great shape otherwise. We are all swapped out for the fall and winter as far as Teddy goes. And now I'm gonna switch over and I'm gonna show you guys my clothes. So moving on to my clothes. So what I usually do every single season is I go through my bins and my closet and I get rid of what I don't want, what I haven't been wearing. I make a donate pile versus a keep pile. And so I'm starting here with my dresses and my summer stuff. I did end up keeping a lot of this. It's all stuff that I really like at the moment. And that may change when I reopen this bin in the spring to switch everything back. But I kind of give myself 2 times a year to kind of assess and figure out, you know, what do I want to keep? What do I want to get rid of? I honestly don't add to my wardrobe very often unless it's thrifted or something that's a gift, maybe for my birthday or Christmas. So this wardrobe has been good to me for several seasons now. I still really like everything that I have, thankfully. I'm not one to swap out my clothes every single season. Maybe when I was 22, but not anymore. I like to keep it super simple. Here is where we're at currently. So I am gonna have Brandon go through and just pull anything out afterward that he doesn't want. He's just busy at the moment. So I just organized his stuff for now. but it's so much neater. So on the top here, we've got Brandon's sweatpants, pajama pants, flannels, which I know he has more than this, but I'm thinking they were either packed away or in our old closet downstairs. I gotta double check. Then my flannels and my sweatpants and kind of sweatsuit sets, I have like a couple matching sets and I just put those there. We have Brandon's pants. So in the front are his normal everyday jeans and work pants, and in the back we've got his 2 sets of long johns and then his insulated pants. He's got a couple pairs of those, 2 or 3 pairs of jeans and work pants that are lined with fleece for the really cold days. Next to that we have my just casual sweatshirts, and then on the other side of those we have my outerwear, so all of my quarter zips, LL Bean, you know, fleece stuff and things like that. And then on the very bottom we have Brandon's outerwear off to the side here, so the same type of deal, fleece, quarter zips. In the center are his sweatshirts, just normal sweatshirts, and then his sweatshirts continue over there. He has a lot of those. That's like his primary wardrobe. So that's where we're at the moment, and I have not opened my winter bins yet. So what is next is basically the sweaters. So all the sweaters are going to be hung up. We've got all of these hangers waiting, and right now I have just a few light cardigan style and just like cropped sweaters from just early fall. And then I've got my corduroy shacket, and I have 2 of these. I have this one and I have a blue one. I think the blue one's downstairs. I just gotta bring it up. And then I have one of my fleeces. This was just really bulky, so I hung it. Brandon has one just like it, so I'm thinking I might hang his. I don't know yet. And then back here we have one of my little jackets from the fall that I'm just keeping around for the moment. A jean jacket from Disney. This is my, oh, let me show you. This is cool. Big Thunder Mountain jacket. So cool. And then I've got, oh, here's one of his flannels. I gotta take this off and put it with his flannels. He has a dress shirt, and then he's got 2 short sleeve Disney dress shirts that I'm gonna keep in here. But yeah, this needs to come out and be folded up and put with the flannels. And then we're gonna get the sweaters out. Pretty much all of these sweaters are from the past 3 to 4 years, I would say. I have acquired some through my mother-in-law and through gifts. I think one might have been thrifted last year, but this is pretty much my staple wardrobe that I've had going for a while that I'm pretty happy with. And it may seem like a lot to you guys. If you live, especially in like a warmer climate, you might be like, wow, that's a lot of clothes, but we need it here in Maine. We need the warm stuff. And this is like 75% of my year is wearing clothes like this. So this is the part of my wardrobe that I like to invest in and find pieces that I love. And yeah, I pretty much love everything. I think I got rid of 1 sweater here. And then I'm just putting Brandon's stuff here on the other side. And it's all organized. All right, it's a Friday. I am going to be ripping out my garden today. It needs to be done. I'm looking for the wheelbarrow right now. I don't know where it is. I need to rip out all the plants, put all of those in the wheelbarrow, get the fencing out, cut down the corn stalks, which I'm going to use for some porch decor through Thanksgiving. I'm not going to mow or anything. Brandon's going to do a mow on the entire yard, I think, before we get like a frost. And so all that overgrown stuff in there is just going to get mowed down. The wheelbarrow's not in here. I don't know why I keep looking around here. All right, I'm going to rip out all these stakes and probably wrestle with the fence that is entwined with all the grass. It's going to be fun. Broke. The stakes are breaking because they're a couple of years old now and they're pretty brittle. I'm trying to like wiggle them loose out of the ground and they're snapping. So that's fun. We're gonna have to dig those out before Brandon mows, because otherwise the mower will run that over and that won't be fun. But yeah. And the fence is like really stuck in the grass, so this is already way harder than I anticipated. It will probably take me all 2 hours of nap time. And if you're wondering, yes, there are still tomato plants growing out here. No, they're not growing well. They're not doing well. It's just too cold to ripen them. All right, we're gonna cut these corn stalks and see if we can use them on the porch. I kind of want to like bundle them 2 and 2 and put them on either side of the door. There's one. This is bigger than my head. So I think I'm gonna let this dry out because these are all seeds. And I've never done that before, but I'm gonna try to let it dry out and use the seeds for next year in the future and stuff, because this sunflower grew really well. I think it hit like 7 feet tall, which is crazy, but look how massive. The sunflower's gone, everything else is gone. I'm gonna try to get as much in the wheelbarrow as I can to get tossed to the compost. It feels good to get it out of the yard, out of the center of the yard. I just went to pull my cucumber plant and the vine had like buried itself in the side under the grass. I did not know this was here. I was wondering what was going on with my cucumber plant because it had stopped producing. It was like struggling. It was growing this behemoth under all the grass. This is a pickling cucumber plant. But it looks good. Like, I think it might be okay. It's not squishy or anything, so I'm gonna bring it in. But, oh my God. So the coop is wrapped. It's been a couple weeks since we were working on this. Brandon finished it up last weekend. He put in these 4x4s. He added these for support, which I think is great. I think it's really gonna improve the support of it. We had, I think, a 2x4 here before, and they were just getting mangled in the weather. So the 4x4s are great. And then the only thing we haven't done yet is the roof. So the roof is going to get an angle. Not quite that much of an angle, but it will have a slight angle to it so that the water and the snow runs off. And we have some metal roofing to do that with. But the priority was this hardware cloth. It looks so nice. It's so much cleaner looking than what we had before, the cattle fencing. And we ended up getting this hardware cloth on Amazon, and it was much cheaper than buying it at like Tractor Supply or Home Depot. The run still needs to be all raked out for the winter. The coop needs to be cleaned, but the birds are molting right now, so there's feathers everywhere. We're kind of just waiting for them to be done molting, and then we're gonna do a big deep clean on it for the winter. I am cleaning out the front gardens today. They are a total disaster. They're very overgrown, and I rip them out every single year before winter just to keep it looking neat and so they don't get buried, like all those plants don't get buried under the snow. This is what it looks like. A whole mess. That side's not too bad. But then we pan over here. Yeah. She's wild. And then I hung up these corn stalks the other day on the other side of the door and they fell, so I need to come up with a better plan for that. But these are our pumpkins we grew this year. How perfect. And then I have my mums, which are looking a little droopy. I need to water these and get the leaves out of them. Brandon is also cleaning the garage today. Let's go see where he's at with that. He's got the chicken corner over here. We've got the feed in the barrel, which prevents critters, which we've had problems with. This is what we have left over from last year for wood. Just getting it cleaned up and ready for wood delivery in another month or so and ready for winter. Okay, I moved the pumpkins there and I got my corn stalks back up with the milk pail and the mums. Oh, I didn't clean the mums out. Let's do that real quick. These definitely just need some water. They still have their color. Even though we've had frost, they look good, so that's great. Oh, much better. The play area is no more.
She gone.
Oh, this is nice though. This is gonna open up the yard a lot more now for playing, and now that the chickens are gonna be in for the winter, we won't have to worry about chicken poop as much. This pop-up's coming down, and the sandbox I think is staying there, so he can still play with that through the fall. And the pool's gonna go away. Little by little, we're getting there. All right, the pop-up is no more. So all this just now has to be mowed and then it will be all ready. I'm feeling really good about everything. I feel like we are ready to go. We were very, very productive today, so that was great. I think the only real big thing we have left to do is to get a load of wood here. So my plan is when that comes in, I'm going to show that and show us stacking that. And then I think we will be ready for winter. We are very close and we made remarkable progress today compared to what it looked like this morning. So it feels a lot better, a lot more cleaned up, and yeah, we're gonna go back to renovating our kitchen, which I hope you guys have been watching, and hopefully the first video or two is already up on the channel. I will come back when we are getting a load of wood. So today is Sunday, and I was not originally going to vlog anything today because I did not think we'd be doing any other outside projects. But Brandon is putting the angle on the Coupe roof, so I thought I would show some of that because that is definitely a prepping for winter project. So this was what was there before, and it was just flat. And then we also had these green ones, but we didn't have enough to go across the entire roof. So we had just had these flat on one side and then the clear on the other. When we did our roofing project, we actually were sent like these protective panels around the actual roofing panels, and they happened to be green. So that was very lucky. So we can continue the green all the way across now, and it'll look super uniform with this green. He added some 2x4s up top there with those brace pieces just to give that side a little more height to then put the roof on, so it'll just angle down ever so slightly so that it won't hold the water. it's gonna be like the teeniest angle, but that's totally fine as long as the snow and everything slides off. I thought it was gonna overhang more for some reason.
This one?
Yeah.
Should I have to get hit in the roof?
Oh. I was just saying it's so weird because it's a full 4 inches taller over here than over here, but you can't even really tell from outside the coop that it's not an angle. Okay, this is the last thing that I wanted to cover in this video, and this actually happened sooner than I thought it would, which is awesome. We had our wood delivery today, and it is the first of probably 2 to 3 this season. We only bought 1 cord this time, and we're planning to buy another cord probably at the end of this month or early December. But this cord of wood plus what we had left over last year should last us into the new year. So either way, we're not too worried. It did get delivered today, and let me show you the pile. There it is, a cord of wood. Honestly, this looks like more than a cord. Our wood guy is really good to us, and his stuff is awesome. It is so ultra dry. It looks like a good combo of pieces. A lot of oak usually is what he gives us, and I can tell right standing here, I see some oak. So that's great. He also gives us these big chunky pieces, which is awesome for like the base, especially when you're loading the stove at night. And yeah, this is a huge pile. It just goes all the way over there. I honestly feel like this is more than a cord. I will come back and do a little time lapse when we are stacking it up, but I am going to end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have made it all the way to the end and have enjoyed seeing how we get ready for winter here in Maine. It's freezing today. Winter is definitely coming. It is going to be 70 on Wednesday, but we don't expect those lucky extra warm days to stick around for long. It's going to be cold soon, consistently. The nights have already been really, really cold. Let me know down below, what do you guys do to get ready for winter where you live? Are you living in a warm climate, or do you live in a climate like here where you have all the seasons and you have to do all the prep? Let me know. And if you like this kind of content, homemaking, lifestyle, Maine content, parenting content, all that good stuff, make sure you subscribe to my channel. That's what I like to make here. Thank you all again so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.